The power of emotional mastery, a Buddhist approach. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your emotions, as if they were dictating your every reaction? Perhaps anger surged uncontrollably, sadness lingered longer than expected, or anxiety clouded your judgment. This struggle is universal, yet it holds a profound solution, one that Buddhism has explored for centuries. The Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This simple yet transformative truth highlights a fundamental teaching in Buddhism: the power of the mind in shaping our reality. Our emotions are not just reactions to external events, they are also manifestations of our inner state. When left unchecked, emotions can become the architects of suffering, pulling us into cycles of negativity, regret, and turmoil. But when harnessed with wisdom, they become tools for growth, resilience, and inner peace. In this video, we will explore 21 powerful Buddhist-inspired techniques that will help you master your emotions. These insights will not only reduce stress and negativity, but also reshape your mindset, allowing you to approach life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Tip 1. Practice mindfulness. The art of awareness. Mindfulness is more than just a modern wellness trend. It is a foundational Buddhist practice that transforms the way we engage with our emotions. At its core, mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings, without judgment or attachment. Our minds often wander, dwelling on past regrets or worrying about the future. But true peace exists only in the present moment. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you train your mind to stay calm, focused, and in control. How to practice mindfulness daily. 1. Breathe with awareness. Take a few minutes daily to focus on your breathing. Observe the air flowing in and out of your lungs. This simple practice grounds you in the present. 2. Observe your thoughts. Instead of being consumed by emotions, step back and observe them. Imagine you are watching clouds pass in the sky. This helps you detach from emotional turbulence. 3. Engage fully in activities. Whether eating, walking, or even washing dishes, immerse yourself in the experience. Feel the textures, notice the sounds, and be present. 4. Pause before reacting. When faced with an emotional trigger, pause for a few seconds before responding. This brief moment of awareness can change the course of a conversation or decision. Tip 2. Embrace impermanence, the key to emotional freedom. One of the most profound teachings in Buddhism is the principle of impermanence, the understanding that everything in life is constantly changing. This truth is both a challenge and a liberation. Why does impermanence matter when it comes to emotional mastery? Because suffering often arises from our resistance to change. We cling to people, possessions, experiences, and even emotions, hoping they will remain unchanged and permanent. But life is in constant motion. The seasons change, people grow, relationships evolve, and emotions shift. When we accept this reality instead of fighting it, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. How impermanence helps you control your emotions. 1. Reduces fear of loss. When we accept that everything is temporary, we stop fearing change. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or even life itself, we learn to appreciate moments as they come without being paralyzed by the fear of losing them. 2. Eases pain and hardship. If you are experiencing sadness, stress, or anger, remind yourself, this too shall pass. No emotion lasts forever. Knowing that every storm will eventually clear can help you endure difficult moments with patience. 3. Prevents over-attachment. Many of our emotional struggles stem from clinging too tightly to things, people, or even ideas. By understanding impermanence, we learn to love without clinging, work without obsession, and live without fear. 4. Encourages gratitude. Knowing that every moment is fleeting makes us appreciate life more deeply. Instead of taking things for granted, we cherish each experience while it lasts. Tip 3. Develop compassion. The secret to emotional balance. Compassion is not just about being kind to others. It's also one of the most powerful tools for emotional control. In Buddhist teachings, compassion is considered essential for overcoming anger, resentment, and negative emotions. Why? Because when we cultivate compassion, we naturally reduce feelings of hostility, frustration, and emotional pain. Instead of seeing others as threats or obstacles, we begin to understand their struggles, weaknesses, and suffering. This shift in perspective makes it easier to respond with patience, understanding, and inner peace. How compassion helps control emotions. 1. Reduces anger and resentment. When we hold on to anger, we suffer the most. Compassion helps us realize that people act negatively because of their own struggles, fears, or ignorance. This understanding makes it easier to let go of resentment. 2. Creates emotional stability. Compassion replaces impulsive emotional reactions with thoughtful, calm responses. Instead of reacting with irritation, we learn to pause and respond with wisdom and patience. 3. Enhances personal happiness. Acts of compassion release positive chemicals in the brain, such as oxytocin and serotonin, which promote feelings of happiness and well-being. By helping others, we actually improve our own emotional state. 4. Fosters stronger relationships. Whether in friendships, family, or work, compassion helps build trust and deeper connections. When people feel understood and valued, relationships naturally flourish. Tip 4. Meditate regularly, the ultimate tool for emotional control. Meditation is more than just a method for relaxation. It is a powerful tool for mastering emotions, enhancing clarity, and achieving deep inner peace. Buddhist teachings emphasize meditation as the path to self-awareness and emotional balance. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without being controlled by them. How meditation helps in emotional control. 1. Calms the mind. Meditation slows down racing thoughts, reducing stress and anxiety. Instead of being overwhelmed by emotions, we gain the ability to observe them calmly. 2. Strengthens self-awareness. Regular meditation helps us understand why we react emotionally, allowing us to break unhealthy patterns. 3. Reduces impulsivity. Meditation trains the mind to pause before reacting, making it easier to handle challenging situations with patience and wisdom. 4. Enhances emotional resilience. A calm mind is less likely to be disturbed by external events. Meditation helps us develop emotional stability, making it easier to handle life's ups and downs. 5. Increases compassion and empathy. Meditation, particularly loving-kindness meditation, strengthens feelings of compassion and reduces negative emotions such as anger and resentment. How to start a meditation routine. 1. Start small. Begin with just 5 to 10 minutes a day. As you get comfortable, increase your meditation time. 2. Be consistent. Daily practice is more important than long sessions. Even a few minutes of meditation daily can create lasting changes in emotional control. 3. Find a quiet place. Create a calm environment where you won't be disturbed. 4. Focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. 5. Don't judge your thoughts. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts, but observing them without reacting emotionally. Tip 5. Practice detachment. The key to inner peace. Detachment is one of the most powerful yet misunderstood concepts in Buddhism. Many believe detachment means not caring about anything, but in reality, it means caring deeply while not being controlled by emotions, people, or material things. In life, much of our emotional suffering comes from attachment to people, material things, outcomes, and even our own expectations. When we hold on too tightly to things, we become vulnerable to pain when those things change or disappear. Buddha taught, attachment is the root of suffering. When we cling to things as if they are permanent, we resist the natural flow of life, which leads to frustration, anxiety, and emotional pain. The key to inner peace is learning to let go while still engaging fully in life. How attachment causes emotional suffering. 1. Attachment to people. Relationships bring joy, but if we cling to them too tightly, we become afraid of loss, rejection, or change. This fear leads to jealousy, insecurity, and suffering. 2. Attachment to outcomes. We expect things to happen in a certain way. When they don't, we feel disappointed, frustrated, or even depressed. 3. Attachment to possessions. Many believe material things bring happiness, but true happiness comes from within, not from external possessions. 4. Attachment to identity. We often attach our self-worth to a job, status, or achievement. When these things change, we struggle with identity and self-esteem. Practicing detachment doesn't mean giving up on life. It means learning to experience life fully without being emotionally dependent on it. How to practice detachment. 1. Accept impermanence. Everything in life is temporary: people, experiences, and possessions. Instead of fearing change, embrace it as part of life. Remind yourself, this too shall pass. 2. Love without clinging. Love people without trying to control them. Allow them to grow and change without fear of losing them. True love is freedom, not possession. 3. Focus on the present moment. Worrying about the future or regretting the past keeps us emotionally trapped. Detachment means fully experiencing the present without obsessing over the future. Reduce material attachments. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Let go of excess possessions and focus on experiences rather than material things. Simplifying your life reduces stress and increases peace. 5. Meditate on letting go. Sit quietly and visualize yourself letting go of what you fear losing. With each breath, feel lighter and freer. Tip 6. Focus on the present moment, the path to true happiness. One of the biggest causes of stress and suffering is that we are rarely present in the moment. Our minds constantly drift to the past, filled with regrets, or race toward the future, filled with anxieties. But in reality, the only moment we truly have is now. Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The past is already gone, and the future is yet to come. But our minds remain trapped in both, keeping us from fully experiencing the only moment that truly exists, the present. How to train your mind to stay in the present. 1. Practice mindful breathing. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice the air going in and out. This brings your awareness to the present moment. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. 2. Fully engage in what you're doing. Whether you're eating, walking, or talking, give full attention to the experience. Avoid multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time. If you're washing dishes, feel the water, the texture of the plate. Experience the moment. 3. Let go of the need for control. Most worries come from trying to control the future. Remind yourself, I can handle whatever comes, but I don't need to control everything. Surrender to the flow of life and trust the process. 4. Reduce distractions, especially digital distractions. Limit phone and social media use. These keep your mind scattered. Set specific times to check messages and spend the rest of the time fully present. Use grounding techniques. If you feel anxious or lost in thought, do a simple exercise. O, name 5 things you see. O, name 4 things you feel. O, name 3 things you hear. O, name 2 things you smell. O, name 1 thing you taste. This will instantly bring you back to the present. 6. Accept the moment as it is. Don't resist what's happening. Instead of wishing things were different, observe them without judgment. Even in discomfort, there is something to learn from the present moment. Tip 7. Control your breath. The key to managing emotions. One of the most powerful ways to regulate your emotions is through breath control. Buddha once said, "To control your mind, first control your breath. When the breath is steady, the mind becomes calm." Our breath and emotions are deeply connected. Have you noticed? When you're angry or anxious, your breathing becomes rapid and shallow. When you're calm and peaceful, your breathing is slow and deep. How to use breath control for emotional mastery 1. The 4-7-8 breathing method for instant calmness. This technique is perfect for stress, anxiety, or anger. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through the mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 to 5 times. 2. Deep belly breathing for long-term emotional balance. Sit or lie down in a quiet place. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose. Your belly should rise, not your chest. Exhale fully through your mouth. Continue for 5 to 10 minutes. 3. Box breathing for focus and clarity. Used by Buddhist monks, Navy SEALs, and top athletes to stay calm under pressure. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold your breath again for 4 seconds. Repeat for 5 minutes. Tip 8. Develop self-awareness. The key to understanding yourself. Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This means that true emotional control begins with self-awareness, knowing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Most people live life on autopilot, reacting impulsively to situations without truly understanding their emotions. But when you develop deep self-awareness, you gain the power to consciously respond rather than unconsciously react. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. When you know why you feel a certain way, you can control it rather than let it control you. How to develop self-awareness. Observe your thoughts like a silent witness. Throughout the day, stop and watch your thoughts like an outsider. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Instead of getting caught in emotions, observe them without judgment. This will create a gap between emotion and reaction, allowing you to respond wisely. 2. Keep a journal. Track your emotions daily. Writing down your emotions daily can reveal patterns in your thinking. Every night, reflect on your day. Write down, "Oh, what emotions did I experience today? Oh, what triggered them? Oh, how did I react? Oh, could I have responded better?" 3. Meditate to connect with your inner self. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without reacting to them. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present moment. This practice strengthens your ability to control emotions in real life. 4. Ask for honest feedback. Sometimes others see things about us that we don't. Ask close friends or family. Oh, what do you think are my emotional weaknesses? Oh, how do I react under stress? Oh, what habits do I need to change? 5. Reflect on past emotional reactions. Think about a recent argument or stressful situation. Ask yourself, oh, why did I react that way? Oh, could I have handled it differently? Oh, what does this reveal about me? Tip 9. Cultivate patience, the key to handling life's challenges. With Grace Buddha once said, "A jug fills drop by drop." This simple wisdom teaches us that all things take time, and learning to be patient is the key to living a peaceful, stress-free life. In today's world, everything is rushed: instant messaging, fast food, quick success. We have lost the art of patience, and as a result, we suffer from anxiety, frustration, and stress. But in reality, great things take time. Relationships, success, personal growth, nothing meaningful happens overnight. The more patient you become, the more in control of your emotions you will be. How to develop patience? 1. Learn to accept delays and imperfections. Not everything will go as planned. Accept it. Instead of getting frustrated, breathe deeply and remind yourself, oh, everything is unfolding as it should. Oh, this moment is not worth my stress. 2. Train yourself to wait. Delay gratification. Patience is like a muscle. You have to exercise it to make it stronger. Instead of checking your phone every few minutes, wait an hour. Instead of eating junk food, prepare a healthy meal. Instead of rushing to respond in arguments, pause and think before speaking. The more you train yourself to wait, the more natural patience will become. 3. Use breathing techniques to stay calm. When you feel impatient, take deep breaths. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. O, inhale for 4 seconds. O, hold your breath for 7 seconds. O, exhale slowly for 8 seconds. 4. Observe nature, the best teacher of patience. A tree doesn't grow overnight. A river carves stone slowly over centuries. A butterfly must struggle before it can fly. 5. Focus on the big picture, not the momentary frustration. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year? If the answer is no, then let it go. Patience teaches you that temporary frustrations are not worth your energy. A Zen story on patience, the bamboo farmer. A farmer wanted to grow bamboo trees. He planted the seeds and watered them every day. After a year, nothing grew. After 2 years, still nothing. After 3 years, no results. Tip 10. Let go of attachments. The secret to true freedom. Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." This simple yet powerful statement reveals the root cause of human suffering: attachment. We become attached to people, possessions, status, and even ideas. When things change or don't go as expected, we feel anxious, angry, or heartbroken. But what if we could let go and remain at peace? In Buddhism, true freedom comes from letting go of attachments. When you stop clinging to temporary things, you will experience unshakable peace and happiness. How to let go of attachments? 1. Accept that everything is temporary. Nothing in life is permanent, not people, possessions, or circumstances. Instead of fearing change, embrace it as a natural part of life. Repeat this mantra: this too shall pass. This reduces fear and anxiety when facing uncertainty. 2. Detach from the outcome. Do your best, but don't obsess over results. If things don't go as planned, stay flexible and adapt. Remember, you can control your actions, but not the outcome. When you detach from expectations, you eliminate disappointment. Reduce material attachments. We often think, I'll be happy when I have more money, a bigger house, or a better car. But material things don't bring lasting happiness. They create temporary pleasure, followed by more craving. Try decluttering. Let go of things you don't need. The less you own, the freer you feel. Fourth stop, seeking validation from others. If your happiness depends on other people's approval, you will always be controlled by them. Stop worrying about what others think. Live for yourself. Repeat this. I am enough as I am. 5. Live in the present moment. Most attachments come from past regrets or future fears. When you focus on now, you free yourself from these worries. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your surroundings, your breath, and your emotions. This helps you enjoy life as it is, without clinging. Tip 11. Practice gratitude, the key to instant happiness. Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we did get sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful." This profound wisdom teaches us that no matter what happens, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can cultivate. It has the ability to shift your focus from what is missing in your life to what is already present and abundant. By practicing gratitude, you can instantly improve your mood, reduce stress and anxiety, strengthen relationships and emotional resilience, attract more positivity into your life. But how do we make gratitude a daily habit? Let's explore. A Zen story on gratitude, the traveler and the wise man. A weary traveler was walking through a village when he met a wise old man. The traveler complained, "I have nothing. My life is full of struggles and misfortune." The wise man smiled and asked, "If you lost your sight today, how much would you pay to get it back?" "Everything I have," the traveler replied. "And if you lost your legs?" "Everything." "If you lost your breath?" "Everything." The wise man said, "Then why do you keep saying you have nothing? You are already rich beyond measure." Tip 12. Reduce desires and expectations, the secret to lasting happiness. Buddha once said, "The root of suffering is attachment." In today's world, everyone wants more. More money, more success, more love, more recognition. Yet despite having more than ever before, people still feel unfulfilled. Why? Because desires never end. 1. Practice gratitude every day. Desire comes from focusing on what you lack. Gratitude shifts your focus to what you already have. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. 2. Enjoy the present without always wanting more. Many people postpone happiness. I'll be happy when I buy a house. I'll be happy when I find the right partner. I'll be happy when I have more money. Third shift, from wanting to appreciating. Instead of wanting a better life, appreciate the life you have. Instead of wanting more money, appreciate what you can do with what you have. Instead of wanting love, focus on giving love. When you shift from wanting to appreciating, desires lose their power over you. 4. Accept that nothing is permanent. Everything in life changes. Relationships, success, health, even your own mind. When you accept impermanence, you stop clinging to things that will eventually change. Nothing lasts forever. Enjoy the moment while it's here. 5. Let go of the need for approval. Many desires come from seeking validation from others. We want to look successful, be admired, and be liked. But other people's opinions are constantly changing. 6. Practice minimalism, mentally and materially. You don't need more stuff to be happy. The more you own, the more you have to worry about. Declutter your home, your mind, and your schedule. 7. Stop comparing yourself to others. Social media makes comparison worse. Someone will always have more than you, more money, a better body, a happier life. The truth: what you see is not always real. A Zen story, The Fisherman and the Businessman. A successful businessman saw a fisherman sitting lazily by the sea. "Why aren't you working?" "I have caught enough fish for today." "If you work harder, you can make more money and retire early. And then you can relax and enjoy life." "But I'm already enjoying life." Tip 13. Embrace simplicity. The key to a stress-free life. Buddha once said, "A simple life is a happy life." In today's fast-paced world, people are busier than ever, yet they still feel unsatisfied, restless, and exhausted. Why? Because their lives are too complicated, too many distractions, too many responsibilities, too many desires. True peace doesn't come from having more, it comes from needing less. The simpler your life, the happier and more peaceful you become. The wisdom of simplicity in Buddhism. Buddhism teaches us that simplicity is the path to peace. Imagine a monk. He owns very little yet feels content. He lives in silence yet feels fulfilled. He has no attachments yet feels free. His secret: he doesn't fill his life with excess. Instead, he focuses on what truly matters. How to simplify your life. Step-by-step guide 1. Declutter your space. Declutter your mind. A messy home creates mental stress. Too much stuff. Too many distractions. Start removing things you don't need. 2. Reduce your to-do list. Are you always busy but never feel accomplished? Cut out unnecessary commitments. Focus on what truly matters. 3. Spend less, live more. Many people think money equals happiness, but buying more things doesn't bring peace. Spend on experiences, not material possessions. 4. Say no more often. Do you say yes to everything? This leads to burnout and exhaustion. Learn to say no to things that don't serve you. 5. Limit digital distractions. Too much social media and news can overwhelm you. Reduce screen time. Spend more time in nature, meditation, or silence. 6. Stop overthinking and over-planning. Not everything needs a perfect plan. Let go of the need to control everything. Go with the flow and trust the process. 7. Practice mindful minimalism. You don't need a big house, fancy clothes, or luxury cars to be happy. True joy comes from inner peace, not material wealth. Focus on what brings you fulfillment. Tip 14. Understand the nature of suffering. The path to true liberation. Buddha once said, "All suffering comes from attachment." Most people believe suffering comes from external problems, losing money, facing rejection, dealing with failure. But Buddhism teaches something different. Suffering isn't caused by what happens outside us. It's caused by how we react inside. Tip 15. Practice loving kindness, the secret to a happy life. Buddha once said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." Imagine a world where every interaction is filled with kindness, where anger fades before it turns into hatred, where you feel deep peace regardless of how others treat you. This isn't just a dream. This is loving kindness, a powerful Buddhist practice that transforms your mind, your relationships, and your life. Let's explore how practicing loving kindness, metta, can help you heal emotional wounds, strengthen relationships, eliminate negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and resentment, cultivate deep inner peace. Tip 16. Develop wisdom, the key to true clarity. Buddha once said, "A fool who knows he is a fool is wise, but a fool who thinks he is wise is indeed a fool." Wisdom is not about how much you know. It's about how well you understand life. It's the ability to see clearly, to make better decisions, and to live with inner peace. But how do we develop true wisdom? How can we think, act, and live more wisely? What is wisdom in Buddhism? Buddhism teaches that wisdom, prajna, is the highest form of intelligence. It's not about knowledge, degrees, or facts. It's about seeing the truth as it is. The 3 types of wisdom in Buddhism. According to Buddha, there are 3 levels of wisdom. 1. Wisdom from learning, Suttamaya Panya. This is intellectual wisdom, the knowledge gained from books, teachers, and experience. It's the foundation of wisdom, but it is not enough on its own. Example: reading about patience is not the same as actually being patient. Learning about kindness is different from practicing kindness. 2. Wisdom from reflection, Chintamaya Panya. This is deep thinking and contemplation, questioning what you learn. Instead of just believing what others say, you reflect on it, test it, and make it your own. Example: you read about the importance of self-control. Instead of just accepting it, you observe your emotions and notice when you lose control. This reflection deepens your understanding. 3. Wisdom from direct experience, Bhavanamaya Panya. This is true wisdom. It comes from living, experiencing, and realizing the truth for yourself. It's not just an idea in your mind, it's a deep inner transformation. How to develop true wisdom? 5 practical steps. If you want to be truly wise, you need to train your mind. Here are 5 powerful ways to cultivate wisdom in daily life. Tip 17. Avoid judgments, the path to true understanding. Buddha once said, "When you judge another, you do not define them. You define yourself." Our minds love to judge. We judge people, situations, and even ourselves without realizing it. "She's so rude. This is a terrible day. I'll never be successful." These judgments create negative emotions, misunderstandings, and suffering. When we judge, we limit our ability to truly understand life. In this lesson, we will explore why the mind constantly judges, how judgments create suffering and limit our perspective. Why do we judge so much? The human mind naturally categorizes everything. We label people as good or bad. We label experiences as positive or negative. We label ourselves as successful or a failure. But the truth is, nothing is truly good or bad. Everything depends on perception. A rainy day might be bad for a picnic, but good for a farmer. Losing a job might feel terrible, but could lead to a better opportunity. A difficult person might seem rude, but maybe they are struggling with pain. Our judgments are often wrong because they are based on limited knowledge. Instead of seeing the full picture, we react based on assumptions. Buddhist techniques to stop judging and find peace. If you want to reduce judgment and increase understanding, here are 5 powerful techniques from Buddhist wisdom. 1. Practice mindful awareness. Catch your judgments early. Most judgments are automatic and unconscious. To stop judging, you first need to become aware of when you are judging. Practice this exercise daily. Whenever you judge something, a person, a situation, or yourself, pause. Ask yourself, am I seeing the full truth, or am I assuming things? Take a deep breath and let go of the judgment. 2. Develop empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Judgment comes from a lack of understanding. Empathy helps us see the deeper truth behind someone's actions. Ask yourself, if I were them, what might I be feeling right now? If someone is rude, maybe they are dealing with stress. If someone makes a mistake, maybe they haven't learned yet. If someone rejects you, maybe they are struggling with their own insecurities. When you look at life through the eyes of compassion, judgment fades away. 3. Stop labeling things as good or bad. Buddhism teaches that everything is neutral. It is our mind that gives things meaning. Most events in life are neither good nor bad, they just are. It is our perspective that makes us suffer or feel at peace. Try this mental exercise. When something bad happens, ask yourself, could this actually be a blessing? When something good happens, remind yourself, this too will change. 4. Replace judgment with curiosity. Instead of judging, try asking questions with an open mind. Instead of, why is he acting like that? Ask, what might be going on in his life? Instead of, why am I always making mistakes? Ask, what can I learn from this? Curiosity transforms negative judgments into opportunities for understanding. This mindset reduces anger, increases patience, and makes life more peaceful. Tip 18. Practice non-violence. The power of peaceful living Buddha once said, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Violence is not just physical, it can also be mental, emotional, and verbal. Many people think they are peaceful because they don't engage in physical fights, but true non-violence means avoiding harm in thoughts, words, and actions. What is non-violence? Ahimsa in Buddhism. In Buddhism, the practice of ahimsa, non-violence, means not harming others through words, thoughts, or actions, not harming yourself through self-criticism and negative thinking, acting with kindness and compassion even in difficult situations. It does not mean being weak or passive. True non-violence is about strength, patience, and inner peace. How violence appears in our daily lives. You might think, I am not a violent person. I don't fight with anyone. But violence exists in many subtle forms. Verbal violence, insulting, yelling, or gossiping about others. Emotional violence, manipulating, blaming, or emotionally abusing someone. Mental violence, holding grudges, seeking revenge, or wishing harm upon others. Self-violence, negative self-talk, self-doubt, or constantly criticizing yourself. Violence does not always come from anger. It can also come from fear, jealousy, frustration, or pain. By removing violence from our hearts, we remove suffering from our lives. Tip 19. Cultivate a positive mindset, the key to lasting happiness. Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Your thoughts shape your reality. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, then your life will reflect stress, anxiety, and suffering. But if you train your mind to focus on positivity, gratitude, and growth, your life will reflect peace, happiness, and success. In this lesson, we will explore how your thoughts create your emotions and reality, the dangers of negative thinking and how it ruins happiness. 7 powerful Buddhist techniques to cultivate a positive mindset. The power of your mind, how thoughts shape reality. Everything you experience in life starts with a thought. Positive thoughts lead to positive emotions, actions, and outcomes. Negative thoughts lead to suffering, stress, and failure. For example, if you believe I am capable and strong, you will act with confidence and attract success. If you believe I will fail, you will act with fear and doubt, which leads to failure. Your mind is like a garden. What you plant grows. Plant negative seeds, and you grow a life of suffering. Plant positive seeds, and you grow a life of happiness and fulfillment. The dangers of negative thinking. Many people do not realize how dangerous negative thinking is. It slowly destroys your happiness, motivation, and peace. Negative thoughts can take many forms. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? I should have done things differently. It's their fault I'm unhappy. Nothing good ever happens to me. Over time, negative thinking can lead to your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly focus on the negative, you will attract negativity into your life. But if you shift your mindset to positivity, your life will start to reflect joy, peace, and success. Mastering Emotional Control Through Buddhist Wisdom. Buddha once said, "Rule your mind, or it will rule you." The key to happiness, peace, and success lies in mastering your emotions. If you let anger, fear, and stress control you, life will feel overwhelming. But if you train your mind to stay calm, focused, and positive, you will find inner peace and true freedom. What we've learned. In this journey, we explored 22 powerful Buddhist techniques to gain emotional control and transform your life. Stay present and aware. Nothing lasts forever, including pain. Kindness brings inner peace. Calm your mind and emotions. Let go of what you cannot control. Free yourself from worry and regret. Use deep breathing to stay calm. Know your emotions before they control you. Everything happens at the right time. True peace comes from within, not external things. Focus on what's good in your life. Protect your peace at all costs. Less attachment, more happiness. A simple life is a peaceful life. Suffering is a choice. Give love, and it returns to you. Learn from every experience. Change is the only constant. Be understanding, not critical, in words, thoughts, and actions. Cultivate a positive mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. Trust the process. Let go and allow life to unfold naturally. By applying these teachings, you can stay calm in any situation, control your emotions, and live with clarity and wisdom. Your journey begins now. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've taken the first step towards emotional mastery and inner peace. But remember, wisdom is useless without action. Apply these lessons in your daily life. Practice them until they become second nature. Join the path of wisdom. If you enjoyed this journey, we invite you to become a part of our Wisdom Diaries community. Let's continue learning, growing, and supporting each other on the path to enlightenment. If this video helped you, leave a comment below. Tell us which lesson impacted you the most. Share this wisdom with others. Help them find peace and clarity too. Subscribe for more Buddhist wisdom and never miss a chance to grow. Your journey to emotional mastery starts today. Thank you for walking this path with us. See you in the next video.